Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Brandon for VPNFTW, and today we're going to be taking a look at three popular VPNs: private internet access versus ExpressVPN versus NordVPN. Today we're going to be taking a look at these three VPNs, taking a look at their privacy, their security, their features, and just overall comparing them to each other. And before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that we're going to be taking a look at some of the features that we believe matters, and none of this VPN advertising jargon or affiliate BS. Alright guys, so let's get started. Alright guys, now starting with the privacy of these companies. Now, do these VPNs keep logs or do they take privacy serious? Now, starting off with private internet access. Now, according to private internet access's privacy policy, they do not collect or log any traffic or use of its VPN or proxy. So private internet access is on the positive side. They are protecting our privacy and they are not keeping any logs. Now moving on to NordVPN. Now according to NordVPN's privacy policy on their website, they have a strict no log policy when it comes to seeing user activity online. So NordVPN is also in the clear. They are not keeping any logs in any kind of user activity, which leads us on to ExpressVPN. Now ExpressVPN is the only VPN on this list that is keeping a minor form of logs, but according to ExpressVPN's privacy policy, ExpressVPN does not log data or activity on any specific user, but instead does log the date that you connect to your service, your choice of server location, and the total amount of data that you transfer per day. And alongside that, their PC clients may send non-identifying diagnostic information data to their servers. So while NordVPN is not necessarily logging anybody's data or what people are doing online, they are keeping a minor form of logs. Moving on to encryption. Now, are these VPNs taking privacy serious and using updated encryption protocols to ensure user safety? With the state of spying and censorship, this is a serious concern. So starting with private internet access, by default, private internet access comes in on the lower side. They use AES 128 SHA-1 with RSA 2048-bit key. Now, if you guys aren't too sure what this means, don't worry, because this still is a secure protocol. It's just not the most secure on the list by default. But in turn, private internet access does allow you to change your encryption settings, and they actually allow you to amp it up all the way to AES 256 SHA-256 with the 4096-bit RSA key. Now, moving on to NordVPN. Now, by default, NordVPN uses AES 256 CBC with the 2048-bit RSA key. Now, that is definitely secure. Now, by default, NordVPN is one step up using AES 256, but like I said, private internet access still allows you to change your encryption, and private internet access does allow you to go all the way up to a 4096-bit key, while NordVPN only offers a 2048-bit key. Now moving on to ExpressVPN. Now ExpressVPN by default is the most secure on the list. They offer AES 256 CBC with SHA-512 with a 4096-bit RSA key. Now like I said, by default, ExpressVPN is the most secure on the list, and regardless of private internet access's encryption settings, ExpressVPN actually comes in at one step higher, offering SHA-512. So ExpressVPN has the highest encryption by default on this list, offering AES 256 CBC with SHA-512 with a 4096-bit RSA key. But like I said, all the VPNs on this list are using secure protocols, but private internet access by default uses the lowest. NordVPN is the second highest, and ExpressVPN is coming in at number 1. Now moving on to the jurisdiction. Where are these VPNs located? Now, private internet access is located in the United States of America. Now, that means that they are a part of the 14 Eyes spying program, and without going too much into it, but that basically means that that country is part of an intelligence sharing program, and that means that some of your traffic may filter through their servers and get caught up, and that means that they do have to comply with the USA laws. So if they do get some kind of gag order and have to spy on their servers, that is something they may have to deal with. So private internet access is located in the United States of America, but they've been running for several years now, and they said that they will go to all lengths to ensure that their customers' privacy is taken seriously. But moving on, NordVPN runs out of the jurisdiction of Panama. Now, Panama is a great country to run a VPN. They respect privacy, and they are located out of the United States and outside of the 14 Eyes spying program. And moving on to ExpressVPN. Now, ExpressVPN is located in the British Virgin Islands. Now, I couldn't find too much information about the British Virgin Islands online, but I did find that it is a relatively safe country to run a VPN out of. They do respect privacy, and they are not directly related with Europe's laws, so they have their own set of privacy laws. Now moving on to locations, how many countries can you connect to? Now private internet access comes in on the lower side, offering only 24 countries that you can connect to. NordVPN comes in at number 2, offering over 49 different countries that you can connect to. And ExpressVPN comes in at number 1 on the list, offering 87 countries you can connect to. And I'm not talking about servers, guys. I mean individual countries that you can connect to. So private internet access comes in at the lower side, NordVPN comes in at the slightly higher side, and ExpressVPN comes in at number 1, offering 87 individual countries you can connect to. Now let's move on to some of the features of these VPNs. Now, how many devices can you have this VPN connected to at one time? Now in this day and age, you know, when you have your tablet, your mobile phone, and your computer, you definitely want to be able to have your VPN running on multiple devices at one time. So ExpressVPN comes in at the lower side of this list, offering only 3 simultaneous connections at one time. Private internet access comes in slightly higher on the list, offering 5 simultaneous connections, and NordVPN comes in number 1 on the list, offering over 6 simultaneous connections. That's right, guys. NordVPN allows 6 people to be connected, or 6 devices to be connected to this VPN at one single time. Now let's move on to devices supported. Now these 3 VPNs right here have a huge catalog of device support. They all support major devices, and they all have dedicated clients to Windows, Mac, mobile phones, you know, iOS and Android. So all 3 of these VPNs right here do support major devices and routers as well. Now, do these VPNs offer shared or dedicated IPs? Now, both private internet access and ExpressVPN only offer shared IPs. Now, NordVPN is the odd man out on the list, offering both shared and dedicated IPs. Now, NordVPN does offer dedicated IP addresses in the United States and the United Kingdom, but they do come at an additional price to the VPN service. So they are not free, but NordVPN does have the option of having a dedicated IP address in the United States or the United Kingdom. Now, moving on. Now, does the VPN offer a free proxy? Now, I believe private internet access was one of the first VPNs to mainstream the free proxy with a VPN, but private internet access does offer one free SOCKS 5 proxy when you purchase their VPN. Now, ExpressVPN comes in on the lower side of this list, offering no free proxy when you sign up for their VPN, and NordVPN comes in at the high end of this list, offering over 3,000 free high-quality proxies that you can connect to. Now, these are not your run-of-the-mill proxies that you find on the internet or that anybody can connect to. These proxies are dedicated to NordVPN users only. So these are high quality working proxies that are actually secure, and they're not being run by some third party or shady company. Now moving on. Now, do these VPNs have dedicated DNSs? Now, if you guys aren't too sure what a DNS leak is, without going into too much detail, I'll go ahead and show you guys this little diagram right here. But all 3 of these VPNs right here do have dedicated DNSs to ensure that no DNS leaks occur. Now, do these VPNs have any additional features? Now, NordVPN is the only VPN on this list that has any kind of additional features that none of these other VPNs offer, and that is they offer additional server configurations. Now, what we mean by that is NordVPN has additional server and VPN configurations that you can actually connect to. So one of the features that they actually offer is a double VPN. So they actually have servers that you can connect to, and it will actually go ahead and route your connection through a VPN twice and effectively double the VPN. So it will go ahead and encrypt your connection twice, and you guys don't have to do anything. All you guys have to do is go ahead and connect to the double VPN server. And another server configuration they offer is Tor over VPN. So they actually allow you to connect to the Tor server and then go ahead and connect to the VPN. So that offers a really secure method to connect to their VPN. If you guys don't want NordVPN knowing your real IP address, you guys can actually go ahead and first connect to Tor and then go ahead and move on to the VPN on top of that. And that is configured right within a NordVPN server. So that is definitely a really cool configuration. And these 2 features right here are definitely 2 things that I really think makes NordVPN stand out. The fact that they allow you to effectively double your VPN or do Tor over VPN right within the client itself is really cool, and I think it's some cool additional features that we should note that actually do enhance the VPN and actually make it better. Now, moving out of the features category, let's go ahead and talk about the payment methods accepted. Now, NordVPN comes in on the lower side of this list, only offering 7 different methods to pay, but on the plus side, they do offer anonymous payments with Bitcoin, and they do accept payments with select gift cards. Now, ExpressVPN comes in at number 2 on this list, offering over 14 different ways to pay, and they do accept anonymous payments as well, accepting Bitcoin, but they do not offer any way to pay with gift cards. Now, private internet access comes in at number 1 on this list. Now, they offer 8 different methods, but these 8 methods are widely popular, including Amazon checkout, Mint, bank transfers, and even gift cards. That's right, guys. You guys can pay with private internet access with a bank transfer or a ton of different gift cards. And on the plus side, they do offer anonymous payments with Bitcoin as well. So private internet access comes in at number 1, offering 8 widely popular methods to pay for the VPN service. Now Now let's move on to what everybody is wondering about, the price. Now, private internet access comes in on the lower side of this list, offering a monthly service for only $6.95 per month. They offer a 6-month service for only $35.95 per 6 months, and they offer a yearly service at an extremely low price of only $39.95 per year. So effectively $7 per month, $36 for 6 months, or $40 per year. Now, NordVPN comes in at one step up, offering their monthly plan at $8 a month, offering their 6 months plans at $42 every half a year, and offering a full 1-year plan at $69 for an entire year. Now moving on to ExpressVPN. Now ExpressVPN comes in at the highest on this list, offering their bare monthly service at $12.95 per month, effectively $13 if you guys just want to go with the monthly service, offering their 6-month service at $59.95, so $60 every 6 months, or offering their 1-year service at $99.95, so effectively $100 for 1 year. So on the pricing scale, private internet access comes in at the lowest price, NordVPN comes in at one step up, and ExpressVPN comes in at the highest price on this list. Now going ahead and summarizing this comparison, which of the 3 VPNs is the best to choose from? Now it's really kind of hard to say which is the best VPN depending on what you guys are looking for. Now if a huge factor for you guys is price like it is me, I would go ahead and eliminate ExpressVPN because they just have somewhat of a premium service, and I just really don't feel that their features are worth it. So I would go ahead and eliminate ExpressVPN, which leads us down to private internet access and NordVPN. So like we explained, NordVPN does have a couple more features on the list, and they are located in Panama, while private internet access has a couple of less features, and they are located in the United States of America. On top of that, NordVPN does offer over 3,000 free proxies, and they do offer a dedicated IP address option. On top of that, they do have a couple of more server configurations that private internet access just does not have. So if you guys are looking for a VPN feature-wise, NordVPN would definitely come in at number 1 on the list. But just for our personal preference, I'm still a huge fan of private internet access just because they have the exact locations that we need. But like I said, they do have less locations and they do have a couple of less features, but in turn, their VPN is a bit less cheaper per month. All right, guys, so that goes ahead and summarizes our comparison. Private internet access versus ExpressVPN versus NordVPN. Those are 3 popular players in the game right now. And I just want to give you guys our personal breakdown on the features that we think matter and get past, all this advertising BS and all this unnecessary chatter. Now, links to all 3 of these VPN services will be in the description below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see any other comparisons, please let us know in the comments below which VPN services you guys want to see us compare. But that has been the private internet access versus ExpressVPN versus NordVPN comparison. I hope you guys enjoyed, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are all out there staying secure.